Hello, everybody. Welcome back and welcome in. Thanks for joining us on this side of 2016. Happy New Year to everyone. Going around the table, Gretchen.
Hi.
Randall sitting across from me, as always. Nate the Great down at the other end of the table. I said Happy New Year's. Now, how long can we continue to say Happy New Year's before it gets annoying? What's the limit?
Until I get my checks right when I start signing them.
Once I turn the 5 into a 6.
Right.
I didn't know, because when you get 3 or 4 weeks out and folks are still going, Happy New Year, it's kind of like, shut up. What do you think? You're usually pretty good about observing those things.
I would say by the end of January, it's
end of the month.
Stagnant, yeah.
But you would give them the entire month of January?
1/12 of the year.
Well, I still remains to be seen, but yeah.
Well, thanks again, everybody, for joining us on this side of the new year, and thanks for supporting us last year. And we got a nice little boost around Christmas time. The Christmas episode was great. I enjoyed it. It's funny, I sit here and do it. I was actually in the moment for the whole thing, but I still chuckle going back and listening to it. But I had a good time, and we got a good boost off of that. And we really appreciate you telling a friend. If you like this, please tell somebody else and let them know what's going on, and we can grow this thing a little bit more. I'm hoping to start maybe doing some other stuff and adding some other shows, some different themes and things a little further down the road, but we want to maybe expand the network a little bit. Well, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to ring in the new year, and we're going to play a game today.
Ooh.
Yeah, everybody excited? Here we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a game of Would You Rather.
Oh.
Now, each player will play individually. There's no teams. And the way this will work is I have prepared for each of us, each of you and me included, a series of 5 questions that are propositioned with Would You Rather. Now, what we will do, one player, each of us on a turn will take a turn being the, I don't know what the term is, the huckleberry will be the primary player. And the question will be posed to you, like, say, to Gretchen, I might ask, now this is a silly one, it's not very fun, but just for example, would you rather have a chocolate chip cookie or a oatmeal raisin cookie? Now, she won't immediately respond or say anything. Actually, she should try to be quiet and not give anything away, but she will make a note on her piece of paper which she would rather have. We will then go around the table, and we will speculate on how we think that she will respond. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
So then we will make our notes on, well, she makes hers on which she would prefer, a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal raisin cookie. And then we can go around the table and talk about it, and then she will reveal. So if you choose correctly and correctly guess that she likes, which one would you rather have, an oatmeal?
Chocolate chip.
So let's say hypothetically, and Randall has correctly guessed. I said chocolate chip cookie. She likes chocolate. She mentioned that last time. Randall would get a point. Nathan says, I missed it because she always brings home those oatmeal raisins from the Amish store, and we know she likes those, but we missed that one. So Randall would get a point. Nathan gets nothing. Now, there's a series of 5 questions for everyone, each one worth a point, and if you get all 5, we'll give you an extra point.
Sweet.
So, not hypothetically, technically, the highest score you could attain at the end of the game would be 18 total. That would be 5 questions for each player plus an additional 3 if you made a clean sweep on each one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, the key to this is because we can have fun and talk about how we think everybody's going to answer. The key is timing, though. You don't want to immediately when the question comes up. If you're playing, don't give it away or don't start talking until let's kind of go in turn so that we kind of preserve the integrity of the game. And
no cheating.
Yeah, try to protect your papers as much as possible. I think everybody would otherwise be honest, but, we don't want anybody changing their answer after the fact.
Or being a devil's advocate.
Yeah, right. Look, don't start picking on me.
Just trying to be different.
Because Gretchen thinks that we pick on her.
Oh.
So I was going to tell you all to kind of lay back or lay off of her today. But
if we didn't, though, she'd be like, why don't they ever...
They don't include me.
Yeah, why am I not included
in the talk? Yeah. I told her, I said she's had, since we've been doing it the few times that she's come in, she gets all the best lines.
I know.
All the funny jokes and stuff. And all the emails and the fan letters and stuff all that we get all say that she's the favorite and then they like you best. No, they don't. We don't get any emails.
I was going to say, when did we start getting fan mail?
We don't. But, sometimes, Nate, you got to, what?
Tell them women what they want to hear.
There you go.
Hey.
Okay. Now, here's a question I would ask for you guys, though, as far as just procedurally. Do you think it would be better, should we do one question per player at a time, or should we do a series? Should the one player take all 5 of theirs at once? Mm-hmm. I'm leaning toward doing one at a time.
Yeah, that's probably better.
So that we don't linger too long in one place. Okay. Does everybody feel confident that they understand the terms?
Yes.
All right. So we will begin. I'll just go ahead and kind of begin to my left, and we'll move clockwise around the table. So we're going to start with Gretchen. Again, I will give her the first would you rather proposition. And everybody, including she can and you guys can select your answer at the same time. Everybody can write and stuff. But don't talk or give anything away until we start. So once we select our answers, Randall, then we'll come to you.
Okay.
And you can explain yours and expound on it and why you that. For the listeners, this is the important part. You need to explain and exaggerate about your answers and stuff like that, so you kind of know how you arrived at the decision. Otherwise, they're sitting to us listening, writing on a piece of paper, and that's not very fun. Okay, here we go.
Do I write down my own response?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we just make a note that Gretchen's already got like her cheater blinds?
Yeah,
thing already.
She does that. She's cutthroat. She's cutthroat
I'm
about
competitive.
games. She's cutthroat about games. Yeah, that's. But hey, no, that's fine. We want to keep the integrity of the game intact. So here we go. The inaugural TTB. Would you rather? I didn't even say that, did I? This is
No.
They That Believe, but they know that. I can't imagine you just stumbled here. We are They That Believe. Okay, here we go. Gretchen, question number 1. Mm-hmm. For the rest of your life, would you rather wear only clothes that you love and other people hate? Or would you rather wear clothes that you hate but other people love? For the rest of your life, you can wear clothes that you love that other people hate, or clothes that you hate but everyone else loves. So everyone take a moment. Select your answers. I should have considered this, but I should have actually looked at these before we sat down. And what I tried to do, I will explain this too. What I tried to do was select questions that I thought would be challenging for each individual. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because some of these, had they been posed to another person at the table, they might have been easier. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to select my answer now. Gretchen, did you make your selection?
I did.
Okay.
Is that your final answer?
It better be. Did you make a selection?
Yeah.
Okay. Randall, tell us how you answered and why.
I think she would wear clothes that she loved, but everybody else hated. I think that she would just rather be comfortable than stylish.
You think it's more important for her to be happy about the clothes that she's in than what other people think. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. But remember now, this is also somebody who's very self-conscious about being teased or who doesn't like being the butt of the joke. We just covered that, see? So,
But forever, though? Would you want to wear something?
That's the extra element to it. There's the rub. It's forever. Nathan?
I believe she would wear clothes other people love.
Okay. All right, Nathan. Nathan goes the other route.
We need that. Who wants to be
So
a millionaire music?
You think that even if she didn't like the clothes, that she would wear clothes that other people see? This is what's interesting, because to me, there's a logic behind both of those that I think works, and I probably know her better than anybody at the table, and I can't say I'm really confident about my answer. I kind of went with Randall's logic on this one, and it's tough because she does like her clothes. The thing is, does she like the clothes because she likes them and the way she looks in them? Or, well, everybody kind of has to do this thing where you want clothes that you like, and you also want to think, well, this looks good when I put it on, or it's flattering to me. And I know she enjoys that. She likes getting new outfits. Most women do. Well, a lot of men do. So I kind of went with you. I'm going to say it's more important, not that she wants to have clothes on that people don't like, but I think it's more important that she likes them. So Randall and I say Gretchen is going to wear clothes that she loves. Nathan is the dissenting voice over there. He thinks maybe she would rather wear clothes that other people would love. All right, Gretchen, what is in fact the correct answer?
Well, Nathan is wrong.
Oh.
I definitely go with things that I like. I don't care what anybody else thinks. And usually, because I have my own style and I'm confident about it and I own it,
Yeah.
they love it.
Look how she went all in on. She's really buying into the game thing. Did you go, well, Nathan is wrong.
She forgot the pause, though. You got to have that little pause for the commercial break, and then
You slow play somebody like that at a poker table, and they'd be pretty mad. But I got you. Okay, so Randall, take a point.
Yay.
Dave will take a point. We have 1 point in Gretchen's column.
Nathan has no points.
Nathan is currently behind. You got it?
I got it.
You don't get any points because you're not playing it. Okay. Now, you'll play this round. So we come over to Randall. Now it is Randall's turn. Randall, would you rather have $1 million deposited into your bank account or find true love for a lifetime? It's the age-old love or money.
Yeah.
We'll put $1 million in your bank account tonight, or skip the money, and we can assure you and promise you love for a lifetime. Everyone, did you already select an answer? Well, you're fast, Nathan. But you may want to give it some thought now. That kind of messed you up on the last one. See, I'm bad about second-guessing myself. I'll go, yeah, it's... Oh, wait a minute. The more I think about it... Okay, I'm going to make a selection. Does everybody have their answers?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, Nathan, what do you think? Would Randall rather have the cash, or would he rather have the promise of a lifetime of love?
The cash. New Firebird, new Corvette, new Mustang. Let's go.
I'm not going to disagree with you on the surface logic, okay? Because I actually selected that too. I said mine too. But my problem with that, though, is that do you think he's that shallow that he's going to immediately go out and blow it on cars and toys and stuff, though?
Well, no, you put money aside for the car and the artistic stuff.
Right.
Then you got money for yourself.
Okay. So you don't think he would spend it all on toys? Well, what other responsible things, though? Let's give him a little bit of credit. Surely you think he would do something generous or nice with some of it, right?
Give it to me.
Donate to the Nate Fund for college.
Well, now we get to the true heart of his answer. The reason that he wants you to get the cash is because he wants to borrow some money.
He wants to know some rich folks.
He's like, well, yeah, okay. I said that as well, and this was tough for me because I know you got a big old heart for people, and I think you're a romantic, but I think you also have a home and you're making a life for your family and you're involved in so many other things in the church. I didn't think this because I thought you would blow it all on toys. I thought more that you're the type of person that recognizes you could be wise with it, and also that you could find true love on your own. Does that make sense?
And having $1 million would probably help you. Right?
Exactly. Well, if it'll find you true love, it'll find you love,
Yeah,
but it won't ever find you true love. So that was kind of my logic. I thought, well, Randall's the type of guy that can be responsible with the money, do good things with it that he could be proud of, and still hold out hope or be confident that you could find true love. So, okay, so Nathan and I went with the money. Gretchen?
I went with the money, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm that transparent.
I really expected at least one of these guys.
Well, because he has a love of a lifetime in his children.
You know that's not what we meant, though.
That's true, though.
I mean, it's true.
Whether or not a woman takes that place, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, I mean, I'm not going to push you off your answer, but that's not what we meant. All right. Well, Randall, we either got a clean sweep or we missed the mark completely. What did we get?
Well, I chose the money.
Wow. Okay.
You know, as a single adult male, I don't know if I could handle somebody else being in my house. I mean, I just have so much fun being there by myself sometimes, and I can put crazy pictures on the wall.
So you really, in answering the question, you really looked at the moment, like where I am today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what would you do with the money?
Ooh, well, I wouldn't buy a Corvette. You know, I'm more into comfort than speed. I could see myself
Dodge Viper.
No, I could see me getting like a hot rod or something with it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, adding on to the house.
Not that you couldn't buy a nice car or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
I have a question. How does the scoring go?
Well, you now get a point.
Do I
You
get
get 1 point.
4 for the bonus 3? Or
You now have 1 point in the bank. Okay, for getting that one right. You missed on Gretchen though. We'll know at the end if you get the bonus points, 'cause since we're doing them all individually. We'll have to go through everybody's questions first. Okay, Nate. It's your turn, Jethro. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather have, this is another money one, I'll give you $200 today, or would you rather have $4 a day for the next 100 days? So I'll give you $200 cash right now, or if I give you $4 a day for the next 100 days, this is a guy that had problems with math. How much money would that be if I gave you $4 for 100 days?
That would
You'd
be
have $400.
$400.
So what you're getting is the promise of $200 now, or collectively $400 over the course of the next 100 days. You understand? Did you already answer? Do you already have your answer?
Answer honestly.
I'm going to answer.
Now, don't say it out
honestly.
loud. Okay. You just write down your answer. Well, and we say answer honestly, but also give it a little bit of thought. Because before you run to one or the other, I mean, $200 that's cash in hand right now. But you're missing out on $400. See, but then $400, but then you got to wait for it. And you might spend it in the I don't know, see? What if you needed something that cost $4 today? Then you'd spend that $4.
Right.
You have your answer?
Yes.
Okay. I probably just explained kind of my logic on that. But I think, and some of this is age, and I don't mean any of this to be insulting, because I would probably be the same way at his age.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go with the lump sum, with the 200, simply because, and maybe a lot of people would. Maybe I shouldn't put it on age or maturity or anything, but I think a 14-year-old kid would probably does not have the patience to wait 100 days for $400. I should have counted this out and see what that would be on the calendar.
It's about 3
to give you a
months.
target. Yeah, about 3.5 months. So I just think that given age and maturity and all those things, and the way I would be, I just think that lump sum, that $200 in your pocket, that's just too tempting. I just want that cash right now. What do you think?
I went with the 400 because
Really?
he is smart about it, and he would probably want
That's not-
more rather than right now.
That's pretty cool. Gretchen's got a little faith in you. She thinks you can manage money.
Yeah.
I think you would lose it, well, even if you tried to save it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We buy him wallets. I give him cash to put in his wallet.
have-
Where's your money? Where's your wallet? I don't know. He loses it. But okay. Anyway,
I went with the 200 and figured that he would hope to squeeze $2 out of you a day for the next 100 days anyway.
he thinks he could take the 200 and still parlay it into 4.
Right. Because then he's broke. Once he spends the 200 and it's, oh, Dad, I don't have any money. Can I borrow a couple bucks?
No, I gave you 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ask Randall for money. He's got $1 million. Okay, Nate, what's the correct answer?
2 of y'all are right, 1 of y'all are wrong. Gretchen, you were wrong.
What?
I knew you were going to pick it, so.
See, that's not answering it honestly.
Yeah,
then.
it is. I want 200, man. I want
Just so that I'd be wrong.
No.
No, he's not.
Because
he's aggravating you.
Because I want.
I don't lose a point. I just don't get a
No,
point.
no.
Okay.
So let me make sure we're correct. You want the $200 up front? Okay.
2 bikes.
What's your thinking on that? You
2
like
bikes.
2 bikes, or you could get like a really jazzed
Yeah.
$400 bike.
No.
100 days from now.
He'd never make it to the.
That kind of disappoints me a little bit.
No.
Can you,
Hey, Randall.
You're not as smart as I thought you were.
with your $1 million, would you buy me a bicycle?
It's only
Okay.
$100.
if I had $1 million, I would be the cool uncle that buys you the stuff that is destined to get you hurt or in trouble.
And the parents
I'd be
would
like, bike. Why don't you get a motorbike?
The problem with that though is $1 million is a lot of money, but it's kind of not.
Yeah.
You burn through it fast before you
these
know it.
days, yeah.
Okay, so this one's mine. So this isn't really a would you rather, it's a would I rather. So you guys are answering for me. This is for Dave. Would Dave rather see the future or change the past? That's nice, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Would I rather see the future or change the past? Have the ability to do one or the other. See the future or change the past. I'll be looking.
I'm not.
I swear
I'm
I
just
thought
trying
you
to think.
peeked
I'm just
around
trying
over
to
here.
think.
See the future or change the past. I have my answer. Everybody say amen when you got it.
Amen.
Amen.
We're good church folk.
Amen.
Gretchen,
We believe.
do you think that I would rather see the future or change the past?
See the future. You're kind of a look forward instead of looking back kind of person. most
Okay.
of the time in our conversations.
Progressive and forward thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or to simplify, maybe that I'm more concerned already with the future than I am with the past. Maybe.
Yeah.
Would that be correct to say? Okay.
Yeah.
I chose the future too. I see you just as being content where you are, and then if you had a chance to maybe change something, some future outcome that you didn't like, maybe. Would it just be your life, or do you think
I see
like
what you're saying.
could you go back and kill baby Hitler, or would it just be your life?
Because technically, if you could see the future, then it gets into like time travel paradoxes and things. But if you could see it, then I could change it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I see. So that's kind of a double. Okay, that's interesting. Even as I answered, I didn't think of that. Okay,
Change the past.
Nathan again. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Well, you can do more in the past than you can in the future.
We're not talking about traveling, like time travel. Well, okay, maybe I'm not following what you're saying. You're thinking maybe if you could change things in the past, you could already have a greater, or you could in effect alter the future. Whew, my brain's starting to hurt.
Would it be like a lifetime thing? Like you could always go back in the past and change something?
I took it that way.
Because then you know, if something didn't come out the way you wanted, you could always just go back and fix it real quick, you know.
That's true too. I didn't think of that. Yeah, have the ability to change the past in perpetuity, and then if something happened tomorrow that I didn't like, I could come back to today,
Right.
And in effect,
Change
still
the future.
control the future. Trippy. Wait, you better not be changing your answer. Okay, so here's my answer. Wow,
You got to
Man.
get Gretchen's answer first.
Did we not? Yeah, we got her on the front end. What did you say?
I said future.
Oh, that's right.
I said future.
See the future.
See
You
the
said-
future. Because you're a progressive forward thinker.
Okay, I kind of got lost in there. You said
Future.
But you said change the past, Nathan, right? Okay. It is, in fact, see the future. And here's the thing, and this is so tempting, I think, if you ask anybody, because everybody has things in their past that they, at least at first glance, think they would like to change. Things that we've all done things wrong, and we've all messed things up. The problem for me is, and you kind of touched on it in that, like, my concern would be, although there's things that I wish didn't happen, or I kind of wish I'd done differently. The other part of that for me is, what are the consequences? What does that mean for today?
Right.
If I changed any of that? And you touched on it, like me being kind of a happy, content kind of guy now. That would be my only concern. Like, what would I accomplish by changing it? And in fact, might negatively alter today. And plus, if I see the future, I could see like tomorrow's race numbers and stuff like that.
Lot of numbers, 500 million.
Yeah, right. And then me and you be on the beach somewhere with our toes in the sand, spending our money. So what happened there? Then that gives Gretchen a point. Randall gets a point. Nathan, you missed a point on that one. Okay. All right. So where do we need to go from here? Whose turn is it next?
Gretchen's turn.
Gretchen's turn next. They're a little out of order on my paper. All right, Gretchen. Round number 2. Here we go. Let's tally. What do our scores look like? I have 3.
I have 3.
Randall has 3.
I have 2.
You have 1. Okay.
Just have to be the one different one, you know.
Okay. Well, hey, this is early.
Yeah.
There's lots of time.
That could be a good strategy.
Okay, Gretchen, this is an easy proposition, but maybe a hard one to decide. Snake pit or spider pit?
Okay.
Snake pit. Now, you got to write it down.
I do.
Yeah. Wouldn't want any accusations that you changed your answer based on ours. Snake pit or spider pit? Everybody good? You want to think about it a minute? Okay. That's cool. Picture Gretchen in a snake pit.
That's what's taking him so long. He's just enjoying the visual.
Aw, isn't that lovely?
Or in a spider pit. Into the snake pit you go. Into the spider pit.
Good.
Yeah.
This is just a challenge on you and Nate to see how much you've ever listened to me.
Wow.
Because this has come up before.
She just raised the stakes, didn't she? Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Let's skip to the next one. All right, Randall, what do you say?
I said snake pit just because I've seen her outside with the spiders, like trying to get rid of the spiders. So she doesn't like spiders, so I'm just assuming that snakes wouldn't be as big a deal as spiders would be.
Yeah, Nathan.
I said spiders because she kills them every day and she just gets used to them.
Okay, so well, maybe we should make sure that we're clear on that. You're saying, Randall, you're answering as if snake pit is a better option than spider pit.
Yeah, I would say
But
so.
Nathan, you're saying, or do you? Let's make sure. I want to make sure that because I didn't put this. I would maybe have been a little awkward in asking. You're saying she would rather do the spider pit as
Yes.
opposed to the snake pit. Snakes would be worse. Okay. I kind of went with Randall's logic on this. I said snake pit. Now, look, we all recognize looking at this, there's no good answer here.
Right.
There's no happy option.
It should be, would you rather see Gretchen in a snake pit or a spider pit? And then we'll see what Nate says.
Yeah. So, but I kind of I went with your logic too with the snakes. I think. Again, now she's raised the stakes. We're supposed to know, but I think maybe spiders are a little more
Right.
scary to her than snakes. And two, just physically. I mean, you can kind of jump up on the bodies of snakes, or kind of you know they're large enough and tangible enough you can throw them off. But spiders can crawl on you. Even if you crawled out of the spider pit, you're going to bring some with you.
In like 3 weeks, you'd think there was a spider on you every time.
Yeah. I think the snakes would be easier to escape from. So we got 2 for snake pit, 1 for spider pit. Gretchen, which is it?
Well, if you remember from my conversations, the spiders, I consider all of them poisonous, so it doesn't matter what they are. And then the snakes, they don't freak me out at all. So it would be snake.
Snake pit. Okay.
Yeah.
Randall, take a point.
My whole conversation about going to the science museum near where I lived, and we'd hold them and pet them, and
With the snakes and
the
stuff.
snakes, yeah.
But
The spiders,
that's
I want to
not-
run away.
That's not getting thrown into a pit of them, though. Slithering snakes.
Well, still,
Don't
I mean, if
pretend
I'm
like
not
it's
afraid of one spider,
Like you're going to fall in the snake pit and go, ooh, a petting zoo.
I wonder what kind that is.
But no, I get you. And I'm still, no. I mean, I'm tracking with you. I did answer correctly.
it's the less of two evils.
Oh, yeah. There's no happy answer there.
Because the spider pit is a definite no.
I was subbing one time, and they had the wildlife show at the school, and the guy comes out and has all these animals and stuff with him, and his job is to make the teachers freak out, pretty much. And so he had this snake around his neck, and he kept going towards this one teacher, saying he's going to put it around her neck, and this teacher lost it, like completely lost it, and left the building.
See, I don't like those guys that do that. I don't like that.
See, I'd be more
That's-
willing to go up and pet that, but if they brought a tarantula that covered their whole hand, I'm on the other side of the room. Thank you.
Don't be that guy. When you know somebody is scared, you know,
Right.
to continue to terrify them.
That's what guys do.
That's the fun part.
That's just, I remember being a kid and they had something nasty in their hands and they're like, Gretchen,
They chase the girls.
don't throw it
Yeah.
on me. And that's exactly what they do.
You chase the girls around with like a piece of dog poop and
Yeah.
doo-doo. I'm going to put it on you.
I guess that's one of those emotions that guys
Don't put
don't
it on
understand
me.
just how gagged out we are.
I'm going to put it on you, doo-doo.
I remember telling the girls that we had a cow patty fight one time when I was a kid, because we had a big cow field behind us.
Gross.
And if you let it get cold enough, it kind of hurt and they wouldn't splatter all over you. But they're like, you seriously threw poop at somebody? I was like, heck yeah, we used to do it all the time.
That's boys.
Yeah.
That's boys for you. All right, Randall. Here we go. This was an interesting one of the ones I pulled up. This one intrigued me the most, I think. Would you rather be the first person to walk on Mars, but it's a one-way trip, or just never go to space at all? So you have the chance of a lifetime to be the first person to ever walk on Mars, but it's a one-way trip. You're not coming back. Or would you just say, you know what, I'll pass. I don't ever want to go.
I got it.
What do you think, Nate? You think
It's very
you think,
tricky.
Yeah, isn't it though? You guys all have your answers. So let me work. Well, since Nate's going first, let's work through this with him. Think about what you know about Randall now, because that is an awful tempting proposition, and a lot of people. I think a lot of people would take it.
Yeah.
He's looking at him. He's studying him, like looking for an answer.
I think he's trying to get a look at that paper.
I thought about it.
Hide your, conceal your paper.
Take the temptation away.
Do you think Randall would skip the Mars trip?
I have decided.
Okay. What do you think?
Mars.
You do think he would make the
Yes.
trip? What do you think about that?
Family. Mars.
No, he's going. It's a one-way trip. He's not coming back.
Yes.
Do you think I could take my family with me?
No.
No.
Oh. Well, what'd you say, family?
Isolation.
You
You're
think
by
I stay
yourself.
away from my family?
Oh. He would like a vacation.
Yeah.
Like a
Like,
permanent
Forget
vacation.
y'all. I'm going to
We
Mars.
have failed this boy, Dave.
I guess. Actually, that well, anyway.
Don't expect a Christmas present from Dad for a while.
Okay, so Nathan thinks you would take the walk on Mars. I do not. Now, this is where it was tricky for me. You're a well-traveled person. I know you like to travel, and you have an adventurous. This seems to me like that. I don't know a lot of other people that this might appeal to, but for me, I thought I could really see you giving this some thought. Randall be like, "You're just crazy enough to go, yeah, I want to go walk on Mars. That sounds awesome." The problem for me, though, is you're invested in so many things now. If you didn't have any other obligations or goals or interests, or if there wasn't anything down the line that I really thought you wanted to see through or see to fruition, you've just got your hand in so many things that are happening in the now. I just couldn't see you leaving behind everything just for the Mars trip. I think you're thinking a year ahead, 5 years ahead. I want to do this, I want to do that. I just think you've got too much left that you want to do, that you've maybe given a lot of thought to just push all that aside and go, I'm just going off and going to Mars. I just don't see that. Gretchen?
I'm right there with you. That's my whole thinking too. I don't think he'd go.
But I think you give it a lot of thought. I want a lot of thought. I think it would be tempting. So Nate thinks that you would buy in and take the Mars trip. Gretchen and I were not sold on that. What do you think?
Well, honestly, now every year they come up with a thing where you can submit your application to NASA. And every year I put my application in.
Wow.
So, I mean, I know I'll never get picked, but it's just something every year I do that.
How serendipitous that we selected this question for you. Okay.
So, I mean, I would love to go. It's been one of my lifetime dreams to go to space, but I would have to come back.
And the idea that you're going to return.
Yeah, I'd have to be able to come back. I got kids, and when they have kids, I'd want to see my grandkids, and I want to do the mess to them that my parents do to them. So,
Right. Good. Well, I feel like I had a good insight into your mind then, because that's I was kind of doing that process for you in my mind.
I was thinking too, like when the girls grow up, maybe I could do it. And I was like, they'd have kids, and I'd have to be
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have to be a pain in the butt for them. So,
All right. Gretchen, take a point. Oh, Nathan. Sorry. Randall's not going to Mars.
I figured out my problem.
What do you think?
I'm doing ideas based on me,
Yeah, exactly.
but I'm not thinking that they're ideas for me though.
so Nate, you would go to Mars one-way trip?
Yeah.
No, he's too chicken.
No,
You think so?
you can't.
Yeah.
You'll be the first to colonize
Wouldn't
that
want to leave your
planet.
family either. Admit it.
You'd be the first to colonize that planet. There'd be
We didn't
stuff
say
named
anything
after
about
you.
all that.
Well, if
You
it's
would
a
go up there
one,
and colonize.
your mama lives in the same county, just a town away.
I mean,
you
what
can't
do you-
hardly stand that.
What are you going to do? Build greenhouses and shelters and stuff? You too lazy. You wouldn't build nothing on Mars.
Dave Chapin.
It'd be like, we got an emergency. We ran out of Snickers bars. Somebody's going to have to send a resupply shuttle up here.
there's no convenience stores up there. There's no place to go get.
I ran out of quarters for the vending machine. Something's got to happen.
Nowhere to go get Slim Jims and Reese's Pieces. Okay, but now it is your turn. Now you can answer for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, Nathan, would you rather drink only the same thing for the rest of your life, or eat only the same food for the rest of your life? You can maybe select a drink, but that's the only drink that you could drink for the rest of your life. Or would you settle on one food for the rest of your life? Now, think about that. That's a long time to have the same thing. Drink the same thing for the rest of your life, or eat the same food for the rest of your life. Okay, selecting.
Did you write it down?
My answer. You could just write like drink or food or something, just something simple so that we can.
I'm just afraid when it comes around to me, he's going to change it.
Yeah. Integrity of the game now. Integrity of the game. Okay. Well, everybody's good?
Yep.
This maybe this one isn't as complicated as some of the others may. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'll hear your answers. But I said drink the same thing. I think the idea of well, hypothetically, let's say it's water. I think so I said hypothetically, Cletus.
You might get diabetes later, and you can't drink Mountain Dew or whatever.
People would, still want to enjoy their other drinks, their Starbucks coffees and sodas and Mr. Pibbs and stuff. But the idea to me is this kind of a snake pit, spider pit. The idea of eating only the same food forever, I don't think you can't soften that with a variety of drinks. Oh, but you can drink whatever you want. Well, who cares, So I'm going to say go with the same drink.
That's what I went with, was drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. I was thinking
Don't change
coffee. I could drink coffee probably as my only drink for the rest of my life. I'd probably be okay.
I mean, if you iced it, it would,
coffee,
be
you can make-
cold.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, you've even selected a drink. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is water, essentially. Well, Nathan, we all seem to be in agreement on that. Would you rather drink the same thing for the rest of your life or eat the same food?
Drink.
Yeah. Just for sake of conversation, what might that be?
Mountain Dew.
Water, I assume.
It. Of course, it would be Mountain Dew.
Ugh. Well, the good thing about that is that qualifier in the question the rest of your life, that wouldn't be very long.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
your teeth would probably rot out pretty quick, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. And
yeah. Your teeth would fall. You'd be toothless on Mars.
would insulin count as an extra drink? I don't know.
The toothless Martian.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's for me. So this is a would I rather. Would Dave rather kill 5 people with a knife or shoot 10 people to death? Now, some of these start to get a little morbid. It's just part of the game. We're just playing.
Where are you pulling these
Would
out?
Dave rather kill 5 people with a knife or shoot 10 people to death? Everyone have an answer? Gretchen?
I say shoot because a lot of times, I think it's you, that says that a knife fight, they're just too close. But if you had a gun, you wouldn't have to get so close to.
Okay, no, we didn't say this was a fight.
Like, you could be a sniper, or you could be, like, right up next to somebody, I guess.
Right. Not necessarily. There's not a fight or struggle. This is you just killing someone.
Okay, well, I still say shoot.
Okay, all right.
I would say kill 5 people with a knife, just because it'd be less people, I would think. I would hope that the preacher wouldn't want to kill more people.
You think that you're looking at quantity versus quality. That
Right.
That the violence and the unsavory and personal nature of dispatching somebody with a knife is offset by the fact that, hey, it's just 5 people and not 10.
Right.
Okay, I got you. Nathan?
Okay, I put a lot of thought into this.
I hope so.
Dad,
Okay.
train to shoot. Police officer, trained to restrain. Knife, too bloody, too much evidence, you could get caught.
No, now you're overthinking it. It's kind of like Gretchen with the fight. This is not a fight. It's not something we're trying to get away with. It's just look at the terms we have. I'm not trying to change your answer. I
Say
just
it
want to make
again.
sure you
Say it
understand.
again, because I've missed something.
Just kill 5 people with a knife or shoot 10 people to death with a gun.
You stab somebody,
Okay.
that's a lot of
That's it.
blood. You shoot somebody,
Okay.
you just dead.
So you think that the mess alone would be enough to push you off of that?
By the way, he's been watching Walking Dead. I think that's where this is coming from.
If you're talking walkers, then
No, I didn't really write any of
Yeah.
these on my own. I pulled them from different places on
Oh,
the internet
okay.
and compiled them. Okay, so what do we have? Gretchen says gun. Randall says knife. You say gun.
Gun.
So we got 2 guns and a knife. Randall's right on this one. 5 with a knife, and it comes to that. Basically, he explained it. 5 people is less onerous than 10. And I think this requires a little soul searching and a little thinking, but I think I could probably dispatch people quickly and like painlessly enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to start stabbing.
I've seen
in the
enough horror
lower
movies
hemisphere
to
of the
know how
body.
this works.
Yeah, and that's the tough part because you get a knife, it's up close and it's personal, and the idea that you're using a gun makes it awful easy. Obviously, look at our society; it's easy to kill people with a gun, but at the end of the day, do you want 10 on your hands or 5? That's
Right.
5 people. That's 5 people that would still be alive at the end of this. So, all right.
But if you put it like say you're at war, and it's totally different. As long as there's a moral obligation to it, I think it makes it different. If you're
Well, sure. I mean, if you're on the front lines in a battlefield, the last thing you want to be doing is taking on 5 people with a knife.
Right.
But again, that goes into these qualifiers that you guys were adding on. No, I'd much rather be at a distance
Right.
with a gun. Yes. Okay. So Randall, take a point on that one.
Yay.
So that puts us on. Let me see where we are. I've got 6. What do you have? Gretchen, what's your score right now?
4.
6.
Oh, 1.
I got 1.
Okay, all right. It's still early. There's still plenty of time to come back.
You realize this isn't golf, right? The highest score wins. Not
Or
the lowest.
hearts. Yeah, right. Okay, Gretchen,
Dave.
would you rather, this is your turn, would you rather live in Africa for a year or Antarctica for a year? Live in Africa for a year or Antarctica?
I have to think about that one for a minute.
Well, you should think about it. It's interesting.
Good luck.
So no details like how I'd be living, where I'd be living.
Antarctica is cold. The other
Now,
place.
hang on. No, don't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Don't try to sway the electorate.
Yeah. You'll have a chance. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay,
I got
have
it.
Randall, what do you think?
I picked Africa just because I can't imagine living in Antarctica. I think it'd be super cold. Mm-hmm. Africa, depending on where you are in Africa, could be temperate, could be nice.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have contact with people. Like Antarctica, you would have nobody around, pretty much.
I saw the thing.
Yeah.
There's aliens up under the ice. What do you think?
Antarctica.
Really?
I don't want Ebola. She don't want Ebola.
Oh, wow.
Didn't go there.
Well, Nathan brings an interesting point to the table. Disease.
Yeah. Bad water. Bad.
Yes. Yes. Which you're probably not as likely to experience in the frozen tundra of the Antarctic. That's very clever.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. The problem is, maybe Gretchen didn't think of that either. But that's good logic. I said Africa because just from what I know about her, I mean, I know she's traveled and likes to travel and has been to other countries, and I know the one she talks about is Australia a lot. I can see her like in Africa, like going out. Oh, look at the aminals, look at the snakes and the spiders.
Welcome to the outback.
Right, going on safari, and she has that adventurous kind of thing.
Riding an
I don't-
ostrich.
I don't think in a frozen tundra where there may not be anything to do, and the isolation and the cold, and I think that would probably bring her down. I think she would enjoy the energy of the African wild, but not the isolation and maybe depression of the Antarctic. So let me see. You said Africa. I said Africa. You said Antarctic. Okay. What do you say?
It's Africa.
This is messed up.
Sorry, bud.
The fix is on.
Well, the first thing that did go through my mind was diseases, Nate. You're right.
Oh, wow.
That was the first thing that went through my mind. And then I thought about Antarctica, how much I love the cold and being in the snow and stuff. But going on safari and seeing the animals and seeing the country of Africa, that would be cool.
That's cool. You did tap into something that I didn't think she did. Wow. Okay. So Randall take a point. I'll take a point. Who's up? Randall's up.
Okay.
All right. This is a good one.
Uh-oh.
This is a good one. I like this one. Would you rather know all of the secrets of Area 51?
Oh.
All of the secrets. Or just take a cash prize, $10,000.
Here we go with the money again. What is going on?
Men love money.
Well, sometimes it's good to see what people would trade for money.
Yeah.
How much is something worth. So I give you 10 grand tonight. Or we will reveal to you every secret and all of the secrets of Area 51. You would know for real.
Flying saucers.
Well,
Alien autopsies.
maybe not. But now you would know the truth. Wait a minute. Let me pick an answer. I got so excited about
JFK's frozen head.
I got so excited talking about it. I was like, wait a minute. I got to pick JFK's frozen head. Crazy. What would be the benefit of keeping that there?
It's just there. It's there. It's got to be there.
I think they got too much busy work going on there to treat it like a museum. But okay, Nate, what do you say?
Secret 51.
You think you would want to know?
Yeah, because you can get more money off of selling the secrets.
Oh.
Backdoor to money. It's always
See?
good.
Smart.
Here's what's killing me, though. To be behind in points, you're really clever at this. You're seeing angles that I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
That's so clever. If you know all of the secrets, you can you could write a book.
Yeah.
Write a book.
$1 billion
And make
book.
way more than whatever the money.
But would anybody believe you, though? That's the thing.
That's true. There's already the market's already saturated with books and videos. That's true. I don't know if that's a hot commodity.
Yeah.
Okay, I said the money. I mean, I know Randall has a curious nature about him, and we've talked about conspiracy theories and stuff like that. But I think you're a little closer to me in being a little too skeptical and pragmatic, and kind of like, no, I really don't. I really don't care. Just pay me. I don't mean to overthink it. That's just kind of my logic on it. I mean, the idea is appealing, and anyone would like to have that and to know that. But I just personally don't believe that there's enough interesting going on there. I'm skeptical anyway, and I think that's probably like military research and stuff that I probably wouldn't understand if they explained it to me. So, yeah, just pay me. So I'm going to say you take the money.
I said money.
Okay. Any thoughts on that?
I don't know. I wouldn't think Area 51 was that interesting to know the secrets anyway. So
You're kind of the
money's more interesting.
money is much more interesting than ET. So okay, well, Gretchen and I say money, and Nathan said secrets. Randall, what is it?
I'd have to know the secrets to Area 51.
Oh, no! Tables turn!
I would have to. If you gave me the chance, like I actually was on a bus trip one time going through Nevada, and I was like, if I get off the bus here, I could probably make it to Area 51 before they knew that I was in there. So, yeah, I'd have to.
So,
Have you seen how tall you are?
Yeah.
yeah, congratulations, Nate. Take a point on that. I'm sure you already did. So, well, that begs the follow-up question then. What's the price? What's the price? 20 grand?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think there is a price. If I could get in Area
Really?
51, yeah.
Hijack some spaceships.
We have completely misjudged you on this one.
Oh.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
I've got it on Google Maps.
Did you think that if you had the secrets, you could sell them for?
No, I wouldn't.
You didn't think that? Didn't go that far?
Nobody
Yeah.
would pay attention to you,
I
but
don't
just
think
to
so,
know,
yeah.
you know.
Wow. All right, Nate.
How long do you think, like, when you're president, like Obama gets sworn to office, how long do you think he sits there before he goes, all right, guys, where are the aliens at? I want to know.
I don't know. Those things are so layered that I don't even know that the president knows a lot of that. But that's assuming that all that stuff's going on, and then there's a secret book and all that kind of mess. Where are we at? Nate, your turn again. Nathan, would you rather own a book that contains the complete knowledge of all of the truth of all of the past? You have a book that has everything true about everything in the past, basically all the knowledge of everything that has come before you. Or would you rather have a book of the future, a book of the past? Now think about that. That would answer all these things we've been talking about. All of the things we've been talking about. You would have them all at your disposal, all the answers, all the secrets in one book. Or would it be more important to you to have a book of the future?
Done.
Okay, I've selected my answer. I'm going to say truth of the past. Because Nathan likes to talk a lot about history, and he's really interested in war history, more European than, I guess, American.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about World War II, not a lot about the Civil War and stuff like that. But I think he would be more curious. There would be more appeal to him and to his mind to know the truth about things that occurred in history that he hears so many other people talking about. I may tell him what I know about it or things like that. And I don't know that, given his age and such, that really a book of the future would do him much good. You know what I'm saying? That really wouldn't give him. I think he's got questions inside him that would be answered with the book of the past, as opposed to the book of the future.
Yes.
Gretchen?
I said a book of the future because he's always looking to gain financially from something, and a book of the future would do that.
Tomorrow's race numbers.
100% agree with Gretchen. I did this exact same thing. I thought that, of course, he would be down at, the the stadium.
Now, see,
That's on.
now
Games
that's how I would answer it, perhaps. But okay,
Now I see how y'all feel.
I'm lingering. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
I mean, there's a logic. There's a logic to it.
I would do the same
Are
thing.
you
I'd be
ready
out
for
there.
my answer?
Yeah. What is it?
All right, so I'm really impressed at what you thought, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Military. I want to know. I want to know all the secrets.
I
D-Day.
mean, you could know
invasion,
everything of history. Yeah. Even
But-
the secrets. Yeah.
You're wrong.
Okay.
But I appreciate your stuff.
He's trying to be so
I thought a
diplomatic.
little more of your character.
Yeah.
No, I think he's genuine. I think he means, well, I appreciate you didn't think as low of me as the others, but they are right.
They're exact. Gretchen hit it dead on. I said, it's not like Back to the Future.
Is that?
Yeah.
like
I thought the same thing.
The
The
sports
sports
book.
book. Yeah.
So that's your logic there. You think you could parlay it into a little money? Okay. That may be that's the first one I've missed or not. Anyway, okay. Is it back to me?
It's you.
It's your turn.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Would I rather make a movie, a fun, low budget indie movie with all my best friends? And maybe Randall blocks it out, and I'll direct and write it, and you guys can act in it. Or would I rather make a blockbuster movie that I hate with Hollywood types that I detest, but it makes a ton of money? So I can have an awesome, fun time making a cool, edgy indie film with all my friends that won't make any money? Or would I be unhappy making a big Hollywood blockbuster with Hollywood people that I don't like, but it would make a lot of money? So let me make my answer. Gretchen, what do you think?
I went with the indie film because of what I see you watch. You know, it's generally low budget things, but you always like how it's done with, I don't know.
I understand what you're saying.
It's rich.
You're thinking that my affinity and my flavor for indie film or fun low budget movies would actually reveal
influence.
it that I would want to do one
Yeah,
like that
I
as
think
opposed
so.
to go making a Hollywood blockbuster movie.
I think so. I mean, we're sitting around a table speaking into microphones, and that's what you were doing before. You were listening to podcasts before we started doing this, and now you're doing a podcast with your friends.
I see. This is just an upstart around the table. Okay, all right, good. Randall?
Well, I think with the enthusiasm that you asked the question, you're like, we could go have a huge film, or we could just have this blockbuster with people I don't like.
Okay.
So I went with the indie film. Kind of
Okay.
gave yourself away a little, maybe.
Or that's part of it.
Could be.
Maybe.
To
Well,
throw
that's what
you off.
I was trying to sell the two so that you understood.
You were selling the big budget movie with people I hate.
Well, I wasn't going to go, or I could make a big budget Hollywood movie that I hate with people that I despise, and it makes a lot of, that doesn't make
I
any
had to
sense.
put the appropriate emotion with the
Yeah.
appropriate
Right. Yeah,
Statement.
right. Nathan, what say ye?
Money.
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 You think the big blockbuster movie? So we got two indie films with friends versus the blockbuster movie with the awful Hollywood people. Yes, I would rather do my own thing. I'd rather make it. I think that would be so much fun, and we'd have a good time. And Randall, I guess, kind of he saw through it. You pick. See, I didn't even catch myself doing that, but I was like, oh, you're right. I did pretty much give that one away. Okay, Gretchen. Oh, okay. This is nice. Gretchen, would you rather
Just don't make me kill people.
no
Okay.
control your dreams or not control your dreams but be able to watch them the following day? So you could dream, and when you dream, be lucid and have the ability to actually control the course of your dreams. Or you could exchange that for the ability to be able to watch all of your dreams. You could revisit them and view them again on the following day. Okay. Randall, what say ye?
I said she'd want to watch her dreams better, because I think that's something that everybody would really want to do. Because you always have that dream, and you wake up and you're like, man, that was an awesome dream, but what was it about? So I think that would probably be her.
There was a movie many years ago. Kim Wenders, I think is his name. He was Swedish or Norwegian or something, but he made a movie about a device that was created where people could watch their dreams, and what happened is like the society began to kind of fall away because people they were addicted to it, and everybody just laid around with these visors on watching their dreams. That it was really an interesting concept. Nathan, what say ye?
I'll put watch them because she had this dream that she wrote down, and it got cut off at the end. So maybe what she could have chose the other one, so she could replay that dream.
The dream was unfinished.
Yes.
Like, and so she wrote down what she experienced. So you're saying from having seen her take notes and write down on one that happened, do you think she would rather want to have the ability to view them again as opposed to just flat out control them?
Yep.
We may all be going the same way on this because I said that as well, probably for a lot of the same reasons that you guys did. I mean, being able to control your dreams, that sounds like a lot of fun, and there's a lot of possibility there. But I think we're still more curious about, maybe because we have such a hard time remembering sometimes too, and this has really gotten with me as I've gotten older. They say that it's impossible for you not to dream, because I would say, like, I don't dream, but I do. But I don't really, I don't hardly recall them or anything. I don't have any really interesting dreams. It's good. I don't have a lot of nightmares, so that's good.
Yeah.
Gretchen, what you say?
I said control because.
Oh, we're all wrong.
She nailed us. Oh,
I'm sorry.
no points. No points for you.
And here's why: because most of the dreams I write down are few and far between positive dreams that I have. I mainly have bad dreams. I'm either exorcising demons or
Lord have
fighting
mercy.
somebody or something. They're bad, and so I'd rather control into good dreams. I'd rather have the control. I don't want to. I don't want to rewatch what I dream.
Okay. Well, no points for any of us then. All right.
Sorry, guys.
No.
Couldn't help there.
No, that's all you had to do was answer.
You are the
playing the
reason
game.
I'm losing.
Okay, Randall.
Yes.
Would you rather, for the rest of your life, feel or have the sensation as if you're going to sneeze?
Oh,
For the rest of your life.
good Lord. Yeah.
Well, let me give you an option. Let me give you another option. Or always have the sensation and feeling as if you're falling.
Okay.
Always feeling like you're going to sneeze, or you're always feeling like you're falling. Here, this is another snake pit, spider pit. Right? Always going to sneeze, or feel like you're falling. Okay, Nathan, what say ye?
I don't know, because if you sneeze, it has like, you're going to have an internal pain, sort of.
I didn't say he was sneezing. I said he always is going to have the sensation as if he's going to sneeze.
Like right before you sneeze, how you
You know
feel
how
like.
you know how it comes on when you're like, and your head's up, and you're like, oh, and sometimes you don't get it, and you're like, oh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Which, I mean, it's unpleasant, but which do you think he would find least unpleasant?
Least unpleasant?
Yeah,
Falling.
I mean, neither one is good. So, you think he could live better with the sensation of falling than he could with the sneezing? Okay, I'm in total agreement. Again, snake pit, spider pit, neither one are great, but it seems to me like the sensation, of falling, it's going to affect a little coordination. It's going to mess you up, trying to do physical things and move around. But to have that constant sensation of wanting to sneeze, that seems a little too disabling to me. That seems like it'd make it difficult for you to do pretty much anything. Like, I just think it'd be easier to live with. I think I could live with a physical sensation that was unpleasant, as opposed to, I mean, you could at least carry on conversations. You could maybe drive a car. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. but those would be hard to do if you're always going to sneeze. What do you think, Gretchen?
I said falling because, the sneezing sensation is just, it's more to me than the falling would be.
Yeah, harder to live with. Okay.
Yeah. Because when I feel like I have to sneeze, I sneeze. So I'd be going around sneezing all the time.
Yeah. Well, we have a consensus. Did we get it or not?
Yeah, I think feeling like you're going to fall all the time sounds awesome, doesn't it?
You actually would enjoy this?
Yeah, I think it sounds great.
Okay.
Some people probably pay to have that feeling all the time. I think it'd be.
All right. Let me take a point.
Randall be walking around happy. Hey, man.
Hey. Walking on
You'd
air.
be like you're stoned or drunk all the time. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I guess we all take a point for that one. Nate,
Yes.
question 4 for you. This is a simple one in theory, in proposition, but a difficult one maybe to answer. Would you rather lose both of your arms or lose both of your legs? Legs or arms? Which are you giving up? Lose both your arms, lose both your legs. Everyone have an answer?
Yes.
I got a feeling a lot of you are going to get this one right.
Maybe.
50-50 shot.
Yep.
I said he would give up the legs and keep the arms. I think he does so little already with his legs
Hey.
and more with his arms. No, I mean he plays football and rides bikes and stuff. But I think this is sad. One of the first places I'm thinking his mind went was probably his video games. He's like, hey, I can sit in a wheelchair and play video games. And he's not exactly the most active. I guess I shouldn't be delicate. I've already basically called him lazy anyway. But I was
cool.
at that age too. So I think that 14-year-old mind is going, hey, actually, if I don't have any legs, nobody's going to ask me to get up and get
Right.
anything and do anything.
Well, I'll have to take the garbage out anymore.
Yeah, I can just sit here and play my games, read my books, whatever. So, what do you say, Gretchen?
I say the same thing. He doesn't use his legs much anyway. Sorry, bud. That's just you're just a gamer. You like to be inside and on the couch. So hey,
My immediate thought was going to the bathroom. So I put legs because with your arms you can do all kinds of stuff, but without your legs,
Okay, so there's a consensus there. Yeah, it just seems your quality of life would generally be better if you had
Yeah.
the ability to reach and grasp and do things with your arms. So, well, okay, there's a consensus there, Nate. Did we get it?
Yes.
Okay,
Both of y'all thought video games, and
right.
y'all are correct.
Yeah.
Video game.
Okay, this one comes back to me. Question 4 for me. We're nearing the finish line. For Dave, now this is a would I rather die slowly with minimal pain or die quickly but in great pain in the face of death? Would I rather do it slowly but with minimal pain or quickly but with great pain? You got one, Nate?
Yes.
Okay. Gretchen, what say ye?
I said slowly because I wouldn't want to die quickly with great pain. If it's just small pain, slowly is fine. I get to live longer.
Drawn out?
Well, I mean, if it's just a small amount of pain, we all experience a small amount of pain every day.
But then a drawn out experience knowing that, encroaching death and okay, all right. No, that's fine. Remember, you're answering for me though. Okay. All right. Okay. Gretchen says slowly.
I'd say quickly, just because I wouldn't want to, as myself, I wouldn't want to know I was going to die in a month. I just want to go. I don't want to spend a month going, well, crap, I'm not going to be here next month. I want to just be partying right up until the last.
You guys have done a good job of articulating both sides of the coin. That's the two. That's kind of what I was trying to say to you. Not necessarily that I haven't given my answer yet, but you seemed a little too easy with that. And maybe you seem a little too easy with yours. But okay, so we got slowly here. Randall says quickly. What do you think?
I'd rather die slowly.
How would I answer? Each one of you keeps saying I. How would I answer?
Well, the reason I answered it that way because I don't know. I don't know how
No, that's fine.
I kind of have an idea.
Yeah.
I'd rather die slowly, knowing that I have a month left to live like I never lived before.
There you go.
You should do that all the time anyway, though.
Okay, so we got Gretchen and Nate. We got 2 for slow, Randall for fast. I did say slowly with minimal pain.
Yes.
I'm not because it's not something that I would. I'm not a fearful type guy or anything, and I don't. The idea of it really doesn't even bother me that much. And I think if I knew I had a little time I'm kind of a pensive kind of a thoughtful kind of guy, and I would like the time to really reflect and think, and maybe write some things.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Well, forget them. But I'd be like, no, well, leave me alone. I don't want to see anybody.
Would you
No.
tell everybody? Like, if you knew you were going to die, like, in a month, would you tell everybody?
That's the idea I was going to bring up. I wouldn't.
know.
Yeah, I don't think I would say anything.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
Post it on
Because
Facebook.
Then they would treat you nicer, like they were always around, And
I probably get too much attention from people as it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to draw any more, but unless maybe I could parlay that into, oh, look, I'm dying. I'm not feeling well. Y'all leave me alone.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could go to Disney World before I could die. Wish I had that last shot.
So what happened there? Gretchen gets a point. Nathan gets a point. Oh, okay.
Denied.
All right. Where are we now? I have 3 for each of you, so I'm at 9. Gretchen, what do you have?
I'm at 9.
I'm at 10.
Ooh. When did you made up some ground somewhere?
4.
Oh, precious.
Nathan.
Nathan.
9, 10.
But I'll say, the points don't really reflect the game. You've been probably the smartest player at the table. So, all right, I think this is the last round, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so here's where we do it. I don't guess anybody's making a clean sweep, are they? Does anybody have all 4 of?
I do on Nate.
Okay, so you have a
Of
chance
course.
to pick up an extra point on him.
Oh
Excellent.
man, I haven't kept up with who's who. Was I supposed to do that?
Hey, I'll help you at the end. I got.
We'll go back and look at it if we need to. Because,
Okay.
well, no, because you probably don't have a clean sweep on anybody. If you were to get all 5 of someone's questions, you could get an extra point. But that's probably not the case if you're at 9.
Okay.
So, but we'll give you a moment to look at that. So, where are we at? Okay, it's Gretchen's turn.
Okay.
All right, this is your last one.
I'm listening.
Would you rather never be able to touch anyone again, or never be able to talk to anyone again?
Ooh.
For the rest of your life, you could never touch anyone again, or you could never talk to anyone again. Never touch, never talk. This is another one of those when you're like, you put your pen to your paper to answer, and then you're like, wait a minute. No, I gotta know. Wait a minute. I don't know. Wait a minute.
I think I'm enjoying this too much.
Good. We're glad.
Never be able to touch anyone again. Never be able to talk to anyone again. Okay, I have my answer. Randall?
I put never be able to talk to anyone again, just because I've seen her do sign language and stuff, and I can imagine her being
okay.
able to communicate without talking.
Interesting. Well, that's assuming that knuckleheads like us can know what she's saying.
She'd teach you, I'm sure.
But I got you. Other than that, again, assuming that I want to learn. I ain't be trying to learn all that.
Dave, look at me. Dave, look at me.
Oh, look, she's making some sign language over there now. I don't remember that one in the book.
I'll pretend like I don't see her.
Nathan, what say you?
I put touch.
That she would choose never being able to touch so that she could talk.
But I could see how y'all say talk, because if she couldn't talk, you can say as much as you want and wouldn't get in trouble.
So okay. So you guys are split, right? Randall says you think she would give up the ability to talk as long as she
Right.
could touch. Nathan says she would give up the ability to touch so that she could continue to talk. I'm kind of following Nathan on this one, and I think this is a tough one because Gretchen's an affectionate person and sentimental, and she likes hugging and talking and stuff. But the thing is, like, she spends a lot of time on the phone and talking to her. She keeps, I mean, she really, and this is to her credit. She does an excellent job, or her family, they communicate with each other. I don't talk to my mother, my grandmother nearly as much as I should. I don't really talk to anybody like I should. So I think it would be tough. Like, I can see her, it would be painful for her to give up that ability to touch, but not to be able to talk or communicate. I think that's too much.
Yeah.
I think she's going to want to have that line of communication. So Nathan and I say that you're going to want to talk, and Randall says, nah, you can do it with sign language. So what do you say?
I said talk.
That you would
Give up talk.
really? Randall, take a point.
Because
Yes.
Randall's right. Growing up in a sign language speaking home, most of the time, a lot of times, if there was an inability to hear us, like especially like when Dad was across the room or something like that, we would just resign to to sign language. And you're right, Dave. I do love affection, and I just thought about me being in the school with the babies and not being able to squeeze on those babies,
yeah.
and that is unacceptable.
I didn't think about the kids.
I thought about her not wanting to touch them.
Because I don't even have to talk to them to send them a message.
You know what? How did I miss that? I didn't even put the kids in the equation. All right, Randall. Last one for you, buddy.
Okay.
This is one of those you can have an ability to always know when people are lying, or you could always lie undetected. Would you rather have the ability to always know when someone else is lying to you, or would you rather desire the ability to be able to lie, but your lies cannot be detected?
I got it.
Nate, do you think you understand? Do you feel like you understand the question?
Yep.
Okay, cool. You have an answer?
Yep.
What do you say?
I resulted in he has kids. They'll get in trouble and they'll lie about it, and he can determine whether they're lying. So I put he can determine whether they're lying.
For parenting, you think that's a good...
Do you think that parents ever really get snowed by their kids? Like, you ever think we really...
No, but I figured I'm a great liar some of the time.
You're not as good as you think you are.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. You just don't get called on it all the time. Okay, so Nathan says the ability to detect lies. I agree. And I think even though you have a big heart for people, again, you and I are similar in character in a lot of ways. I think you're probably suspicious of people, though, too, like I am. And I think you would find it. And I don't really think you're interested in lying a lot anyway. I don't think that would really serve you. I think you would feel like it would be more valuable to you and you'd be better served by seeing threats when they come and knowing when somebody's being dishonest with you. So I'm going to agree with Nate. I'm going to say you would want the ability to know when people are lying.
That's the one I chose, that you would want to know when someone's lying to you. I think that's more beneficial, personally, than to be able to lie to other people.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you follow it down through its logical conclusion, you can see some benefits, though.
Honestly, when it comes to lying to people, I don't really lie to people for gain, but I do tend to lie to folks to get them to believe something. Like my kids, I might say. Prime example: my daughter got bird poop on her outside. Bird pooped on her, and so I told her that if she didn't go wash it off immediately, that she would grow feathers where the bird pooped on her.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
And so I kept this up for like a half hour. You better get that off. You can grow some feathers. And she got so upset that she started crying and went in and told Amy.
Wow.
But I do that stuff all the time and don't even think about it because it's just second nature for me to, try to make fun and that kind of stuff. My brother-in-law one time, he was looking at this stuff up at Marion's house that was like on this wall, just like some junk that was like greasy stuff that was stuck on the wall outside. He's like, "What is that?" I was like, "Well, it's diphthong." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, it's diphthong. You put it up there so the ants don't eat the hummingbird feeder." And I just made this big long line of stuff up. And by the end of the day, he's like, he probably still believes that's diphthong up on the side of the wall. So, I mean, I'm okay with stuff like that, but generally, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So I never believe anybody's lying to me. So I'd say that being able to tell somebody's lying would be probably more beneficial to me.
Yay.
All right. So, wait a minute. Where were we? So, does everybody get we all answered the same on that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, we all get a point for that, right? Right? Okay.
I gotta say something. All my points, the majority of my points come from Randall.
Wonder if that's because I'm right next to you. Is that?
Well, I hang out with you every Wednesday, and we talk a lot.
So, no extra point for Randall, no extra for me, and I don't get an extra point for Gretchen. Okay, Nathan. This is probably, out of all of our questions, this is my favorite one.
Okay.
And it's the most morbid, so it's going to be Gretchen's least favorite.
Oh, let's go.
This one's going to challenge you. This is the best. Would you rather strangle to death 50 puppies or one human baby?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Why does it have to be puppies, man? Why
Because it is. Would you rather strangle to death 50 puppies
See, now,
or one human baby?
no, see, I can't really answer this because
He could.
It's just unhealthy for him to answer that, Dave.
If I was him, I'd be like, "Why would you not want to strangle 50 puppies?"
You're sick. You're sick minds.
You mean I could strangle 50 puppies and get away with it?
Yeah, some people probably would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
what?
Not you. I'm
No,
saying some people
yeah.
would.
Future serial killers
Yeah.
of America.
Right.
I have decided.
Everybody have an answer?
Yes.
See, here's the thing with this. Your immediate thing is to think, well, puppies, of course, because human life.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you really let your mind entertain it and you think of the time and energy, you might even get tired doing it.
So you think
50?
You think that Nate's laziness would come into a factor? Whether he would strangle puppies or
I did think that. That's where you like, no, immediately, people are going to go, no, puppies, because of human life and babies and stuff. But then when you really start to think about it and you see yourself doing it, and you're like, wow, that's going to take a while. I'm going to take a break, get a drink of water.
Yeah.
That's a lot of puppy strangling.
8 hours a day strangling puppies.
But I'll say this now for my answer. I will say that he went that way. I think it would be the most difficult thing he could ever do, and maybe not even be able to do it. But I don't think he would strangle a human baby.
Yeah. You'd hope your child wouldn't be able to strangle a human baby.
You would hope. Hope against hope. Just
yeah.
puppies.
I think if your child did that, you would be failed as a parent. You know.
But lest anyone get offended, understand this is all just hypothetical and speculative for the game that we do believe puppy lives matter. Hashtag PLM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Jigsaw. I think he'd pick.
I want to play a game.
I think he'd pick puppies. I guess.
Which would you pick, Gretchen?
Which child?
I would not be in that situation.
Yeah, if you could pick any child though, and you knew how they were going to grow up.
That's interesting.
Like
if
if
you
you
have the ability to pick the child.
If it was Hitler as a baby versus 50 puppies, could you strangle baby Hitler?
Here's something that we haven't factored in, okay? If it's between the life of the puppies and the life of the baby, there's a third life to consider. Sorry, that was morbid, I know.
I got lost in there.
Yeah, me.
The third life.
Puppies, baby, mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh no, I'm out.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
You would welch on the game and just
cheater.
All right, puppies.
That's what nobody thought on the Jigsaw movies. Well, maybe I should just
Well, they're going to die
take
anyway.
one for the team.
I said puppies.
Puppies. I guess we're all pretty much. Is the consensus generally that is just there's just no amount of puppies that we can put against human life?
Let me just warn you, it better be puppies.
Well,
That's funny for all the thought I put into this and stuff. I didn't think about what do I do if he actually says
We're going to therapy right now.
I would rather strangle a human baby. That didn't factor into my thought at all.
oh well, I've had a lot of great dogs and puppies. And,
Oh, come on.
Let's just go ahead and give ourselves a point.
no, all right, yeah, I pick puppies.
Yeah. And
And you resent your dad for even making you answer that question, right?
Yeah, I pick puppies.
it's all in ridiculousness. It's all in ridiculousness.
I wrote that in your category.
I almost can guarantee there was something else out there that you could have asked him.
Nothing is
No,
funny.
I wouldn't. There's no way I was going to miss an opportunity not to use that one. That's
Yeah.
my favorite. All right. So here's the last one of the entire game. This one's for me. This is a would I rather. Would I rather have X-ray vision or laser vision?
This is for you, X-ray vision or
X-ray
laser
vision or laser vision. They both hold so much potential and possibility.
But you got to think about his favorite superheroes.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait till it gets around to your turn.
Don't give away the answer.
Oh, let me make sure I have an answer. Man, this actually is tough. You'd think I would have already looked at these and had my own answers, but I really didn't. Wow.
So, guys.
Okay.
how's your
All
day?
right. All right.
50 puppies or Dave's humming in the microphone.
Puppies. Dead puppies.
Yeah. Okay. What do you say?
I said X-ray vision because you're perverted. Just because I've heard you and Nate talking when you watch your superhero
I don't know what you're talking about.
movies, and
Where did
you
that
said,
come from?
Son, if you have X-ray vision,
See, I was going to stay away from that for the preacher, the X-ray vision through the...
You need to
Oh, well,
qualify what you
I guess
mean
I
by
shouldn't-
perverted, because I'm not. Because like you and I, when we say perverted, we mean something different than when she says it.
Yeah.
What she's trying to say is in a cutesy, clever way, like I know you boys, y'all would use it to look at women in their underwear.
Yeah.
That to her is perverted. You got to understand, you use that word, people going to think other things.
If you use X-ray vision, you can only see their bones.
okay,
There's nothing.
all right,
They're thinking you're truly perverted, not like your definition of perverted.
okay. I meant the lighthearted version of perverted, but just because you could be ornery with it,
Yeah,
There's
okay.
that.
All
How's
right.
that?
No, I understand.
better.
I understand, and I don't mind just having a laugh at that as long as everybody else understands. If they don't know you like I know you, and they understand what you mean when you say that or where you're coming from, so okay, but I get it.
I said laser eyes because I can imagine Dave like warming up his cup of coffee
Oh
and
yeah,
like the toast, toasting
Yeah.
the toast. I could see him doing
oh,
that.
my coffee's cold. That's awesome.
But then what else could you do with it? Not much.
Burn puppies.
I can do 5 at a time instead of doing 1.
Yeah, right. Forget that knife. I'm going to burn them with my laser eyes. What do you say, Nate?
Oh my goodness.
I said laser eyes. You can do a lot with laser eyes, man.
Yeah, but you can do a lot with X-ray vision too.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
here's the problem with my answer. I did say X-rays, and to everyone's credit, this one, man, I almost could have tossed a coin on this one because every time I was like, "Well, no, wait. If I have this one, I can do that. But if I have this one, I can do that." I didn't even think about warming up my coffee. That's awesome. That's almost worth the price of admission alone, right there. I'm going with X-ray vision. Okay,
Well, what would you do with the X-ray vision?
I was thinking, Gretchen, I was thinking more the ability to see threats.
Oh,
To be able to see,
what a boring use of X-ray
Handguns,
vision.
knives.
what people
concealed.
conceal under their clothes and their cars. If I'm looking for something, I've lost something, being able to see, through containers and to see things that are concealed from me.
Work for the SWAT team.
Yeah, through doors and walls, and you know what I'm saying? To
Right.
have a head start on when you don't know something. I think to me that foreknowledge is very important versus being able to then bust through that door and burn them up with laser eyes.
Yeah.
So, but not perverted like Gretchen. My mind didn't even go there. You're so awful. My mind didn't even
Is
go
it saying something that Gretchen's mind went there first?
tell me again how we're picking on you. Let's,
Well,
Well-
it's my turn.
no, we're done.
No, I mean it's my turn to
it's your
pick on
turn to
you.
pick on me. Yeah. All right, okay. Well, see, I laugh it off, have a good time with it. It's not that anymore. And later, I'll burn you with my laser eyes.
Laser eyes.
Well, let's see. This is interesting. Of the three of you, the one I did the most poorly on was my own wife. I only got three of hers, but I got 4 for you guys. I didn't get a clean sweep on anybody, so that puts me at 8 and 3 is 11. So Dave finishes the game with an underwhelming 11.
I did horrible.
I would have expected I would have done better, but okay. Gretchen, what you got there?
I got 12. 12.
Wow! But you didn't get a clean sweep on anybody, did
No,
you?
I
Did you look
didn't.
at your okay? Gretchen takes the lead with 12.
I got-
Randall, you were out front.
I got 13 because I took a clean sweep on Nate.
And do you get your bonus point for that? His bonus point pushed him over you. Uh-oh. Well, I guess that pretty much wins you the game, man. Nathan, how'd you finish with?
5. I got 0 from Gretchen. I got
What?
Yeah,
You got 5 total.
yeah, and I got 4 from Randall, 1 from Dad.
So you didn't get any for her. 1 for me, but you got 4 of his.
Yeah,
Well,
You guys know each other pretty well, but you got all of his, didn't you? Wow! Look at you guys. Interesting. You guys know each other a little better, or maybe I have.
maybe I'm more
similar-
like a 14-year-old than I want to admit.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
You're Robin, buddy.
Well, with the bonus point, that's interesting because even as I just kind of made all this up, the scoring and stuff, and I thought I was trying to figure out how to add the option for a bonus point and all that, and now ended up being just throwing that in that pushed you over the top to win the game. So Randall is our current TTB game day champion. We'll have to have some other games, and now we'll compete for the title. You'll get to come back, Nathan.
Yeah.
Duck,
you'll
duck,
get
goose.
you'll get to compete. Duck, duck, goose.
We're playing Duck Duck Goose.
That ought to
That's funny
sound
with
great.
headphones. Yeah.
Yeah, the radio can't kind of see that.
That's the sound of every microphone in the house hitting the wall and hitting the floor.
The sound of me tripping as I get up.
Okay, well, Gretchen says you got through the rest of the month to continue to wish everybody Happy New Year. I say you got about another week and then knock
January
it off.
2nd is the
January 2nd. I know, right? Yeah, when is the new year not new anymore?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Gretchen's here, Randall's here, Nathan's over there, and until we see you again, thanks for joining, and thanks for telling a friend, and thanks for following us on Facebook, facebook.com/theythatbelieve, and our website where you can play all the episodes at theythatbelieve.com. That's all you need to know, theythatbelieve.com. And until we see you next time, have a good one. Nathan, tell them who we are.
We are They That Believe.